We are back for another moveset idea video, and today is going to be the Crimson Chin. And oh, actually, no, I think didn't we do Timmy Turner last week? All right, I did not plan for two back-to-back Fairly Odd Parents characters. Just kind of happened that way, but let's roll with it. As we can see, it's the Crimson Chin, so we'll start off with his first four attacks: light attack, up light, down light, and light air. So first off, he's a superhero. He could possibly be in this game. What is this kind of game? It's a fighting game. What do superheroes and fighting have in common? Well, punches. So, as you can see, just a quick little straightforward punch. We will reuse the punch in a little bit, but I will make it a little bit of adjustment to it to make the move, well, better for its suited attack position. Either way, light, straightforward punch. Nothing crazy. Up next is going to be the up light. This is where he kind of takes his chin and just kind of straight up with it. So it's kind of like a 90-degree angle, then he just tilts his head back and the chin goes up. So essentially, if the opponent is close enough to him when he uses the attack, he's kind of able to scoop the opponent up and knock him into the air a little bit. Then if you use this attack again, the chin still has a hitbox, and you might be able to combo this into itself once or twice, you know, for a nice tiny little string, and then you can kind of hopefully follow up with maybe a light air, which we'll get to in just a second, but you know, chin kind of scooping upwards, but he's just tilting his head back. But since he has such a giant chin, there you go. Light or down light on the ground. It's him kicking. Do I need to explain anymore? I don't think so. His leg kind of comes out, maybe slightly angled downwards, I guess, but it's a kick. There you go. And then the light air is going to be him doing his meditation pose from the hippie chin. So the way this move would work, again, light air. So when he's in the air, he'll cross his legs, but the attack, the hitbox itself will mainly come from his arms when he kind of brings them up into the meditation pose. That's going to be like, he'll snap into place. That's where the hitbox is going to be. So it'll kind of be, you know, to the left and to the right of him. You could maybe give his head a little bit of a hitbox, but like, you know, it's kind of a soft hitbox, not as strong as the two arms. That's where the main attack is going to be coming from. So the meditation pose in midair. Moving to the next four. I was going to say the next four characters. No, the next four moves for this character. We have the light up air, the light down air, the light dash, and the strong attack. So we'll start with the light up air. So in the picture, he's kind of scrunching up. Again, light up air. So for this move, he'll kind of scrunch at the beginning. Maybe he doesn't even need to scrunch, but it'll be him kind of extending upward. It'll be like a upward headbutt upward. That's what it's going to be. So if you play Smash Ultimate, King K. Rool comes to mind. His up air, same thing, just a headbutt upward. So that's why he's kind of scrunching, and then he kind of delivers the power and he thrusts upwards. Make sense? I hope so. Then we got the light down air. This could be another attack that kind of spikes because I got, for his strong down air is going to be a little bit different. So this is why I have this kind of being a move that spikes in the air, but light down air, a double stomp, a kick downward, double kick downward. So just knocks him straight downwards. Should be able to, like I said, spike, because you will see this strong down air in a second, but it'll make sense once we get there. The light dash attack, which I'll be honest, this was the worst move I came up with out of all of them. I didn't know what to put here, but basically the light dash, I don't know, he just kind of reaches out and he just kind of like does some weird superhero pose, I guess. I swear that was, I didn't know what to do for a light dash attack, I'll be honest. Was it going to be a flight formation, he's flying, and then he does some random pose? I really didn't know what to put here, so you could feel free to say that move was terrible, because, well, I kind of agree. But we'll move to the strong, which is another punch, but like I said with the light one, instead of this one being very similar to light, instead of just a straightforward punch, this one could be a really big uppercut instead, sending the opponent upwards. I know a strong should kind of go vertically, but doesn't always have to, right? So the move itself, maybe it could be a two-part strong attack, actually, now that I think of it. So the first one could be the first punch, straightforward, and it will do damage with almost no knockback. But if you press the attack again, then he delivers an uppercut with the other hand, sending him straight upwards into the air. So he does damage, and then a little bit more damage with pretty much all the knockback on the second part of the attack. So that's kind of what I got from there. I mean, again, superhero punches. What kind of game is this? A fighting game. There you go. Yeah, makes sense. Moving to the next four attacks, we have up strong, down strong, strong air, and strong up air. He's a Crimson Chin, so let's use the chin a little bit more than we have. Because have we? I used the chin once so far in the first 8 moves, so let's use it in these next 4 moves. So up strong is going to just be him kind of a really powerful chin strike upwards, you know, because that's kind of the whole point of his character. And if we don't get the chin involved in his moveset, can we really call him the Crimson Chin then? Did we do the character properly? I'd say no. So strong up, or up strong, big chin sweeping upwards. So that's kind of what I got with that one. And that's exactly the same thing for strong up air. It's the exact same move on the ground as it is in the air, just a chin upwards. So there you go. Strong or down strong on the ground. It'll be him slamming his chin into the ground. Now, this could either be him, probably like say, you know, one of those water birds that kind of like tip over a little bit every few seconds or something like that. So it'll kind of be like him standing straight upwards, and then he kind of bends over and he slams his chin into the ground. Now, that could be like a sweet part of the attack, the chin. If the opponent happens to be right there and he makes contact with it, could be big damage, but he will also have a secondary part of the effect to make it a little bit more viable. When the chin makes contact with the ground, again, down strong is on the ground, there'll be like a shockwave that comes out that will catch opponents. You know, it'll have pretty okay-ish range to, you know, the shockwave effect. So, yeah, slamming his chin on the ground. He did that against, where was this from? Was that one against the bronze kneecap, I think? So, there you go. There's that. For the strong air, this one will be him in the air. Once you hit the attack, he goes completely vertical, chin sticks straight outwards. And for this one, I imagine the chin, his actual chin, enlarging a little bit. And I'll take reference of, again, Smash Bros. Wario. You know when Wario kind of winds up for a couple attacks and his fist grows in size? I kind of imagine that somewhat similarly for Crimson Chin in strong air. So he goes vertical, his chin sticks straight out whichever direction he's facing. But say the chin enlarges, or maybe it just gets, you know, it extends, it's bigger than it normally is, so it has a bigger hitbox to it, because again, the chin, make use of it as much as you can, right? So that's kind of what I got for strong air. Straight in the air, chin goes pointing out, but the chin will have a much bigger hitbox than normal. Hopefully that made sense. And we already covered strong up air. Next 4 moves, we have strong down air, strong dash attack, special, and up special. So strong down air, the reason I made the light down air the move that spikes is because strong down air will just be a straight downward chin dive. Just diving straight down. It'll be one of those moves where if you use it and you miss, you're going to go completely soaring straight down into the blast, and you're going to just be, you know, SD. Nobody wants to SD, but this will be a very powerful move. If you catch the opponent with the attack, though, it will, I guess this one will spike them too, but you'll knock them. It might be the most powerful downward launching attack in the entire game. Hit them with the chin and they go straight downwards. And then Crimson Chin, since he makes contact with the opponent, he kind of goes into a quick little animation or of some sort where he's able to kind of recover himself. Maybe there's a tiny bit of end leg after he makes contact, but he's able to kind of recover after the fact. So it's a big risk, but also a big reward if you're able to connect it properly. Next up, we got the strong dash attack. I imagine this being a running shoulder tackle. So, as you can see, he's kind of, I mean, he's not running in there, but shoulder tackle, nonetheless. Makes sense. For the special, I don't think we ever actually got to see him use this move in the actual Fairly Odd Parents cartoon, but apparently he has heat vision. Now, I don't know how heat vision would work, but I just imagine maybe it's like an actual beam of heat lasers coming out of his eyes or something like that. But heat vision, neutral special, it would be a projectile. I always like projectiles for characters, so there you go. It does fit, and he does use it, apparently. And then the last one, the up special, is basically, he's got flight, so of course he's going to kind of go soaring through the air. So this one, he'll be, I don't know, he does a flight pose, and he goes supersonic. Maybe since he flies so fast, it could be one of those warp type of abilities where he's in one spot, and then you hit the attack, and then he just magically appears somewhere else. Maybe that kind of works. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you get to see the entire flight path. I don't know. But, yeah, flight nonetheless. He's a superhero. He flies. There you go. Up special. And then the last attack for down special, I'm calling Road Rage. He's going to take, once you input down special, he's just going to rip up an imaginary road. So he kind of like rips the road upwards and he kind of like slams it above his head. So if the opponent is kind of in front of him when he rips it up, or if the opponent's even, okay, let me start. If the opponent's above him when he hits it, the opponent gets sent flying upwards. But if the opponent is somewhat in front of him as he rips up this imaginary road, this might not be the best idea but it's what I got. But if he rips up the road and the opponent is there, maybe they do one of those, you know, the rock, paper, scissors system that they have where if you get hit by one of the attacks, the character kind of does like a spin in the air. They're kind of vulnerable for a bit. Maybe that's kind of what he does. He rips up the road, they spin, and then he can follow up with, say, a strong attack or something like that. So it can kind of set up itself into another move, but at the same time, it has its own hitbox above it to protect them. So it's a good for catching opponents on ledges, or not ledges, but platforms above you, or maybe opponent falling down. So something like that. But I don't know. There you go. There's my attempt at a Crimson Chin moveset. Let me know what you guys honestly feel. Some of them are, I think, all right. Some of them, I think, really do fit the character. Maybe the light dash attack doesn't work great. Maybe the down special doesn't work too well, but gotta take a chance. We'll see what happens with this one. We will be wrapping up the video right here, I guess. That's all I got for this one. We'll be back again tomorrow for, I have no idea what kind of video. I haven't made it yet, but we'll be back again tomorrow for another video of some kind. That is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed, as always, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.